Hello and welcome to new episode of Experiencing Infdev Plus. In this episode I have decided that I'm going to unlock some advancements that I can't unlock at my base. And to do that I'm going to explore some new chunks, since I feel like that'll be more interesting than doing it in like old chunks that I've already generated. Anyway, without further ado, let's start exploring. The reason why I'm at the tower because I plan to use the engine wings in combination with the dash ability of the Sword of Michael to help me explore. So I just need to. Alright, seems that I finally succeeded, so now it's time to start exploring. Should be seeing some new chunks soon, and here they are. This should be a fjord biome. Anyway, I'll continue exploring, and once I found a biome that I want, I'll show you. Seems that I managed to find a good spot. It's good because we've got a seasonal forest in here where I can find birds and wolves, which I need to get to, which I need for 2 of the advancements. And we've also got a shore here, which means that there is probably an ocean biome nearby where I can find the ocean monuments or get the sea pickles to unlock the other advancements. The only thing that I need to find still are probably a desert or something, since I still need to find the suspicious sand or the other 2 suspicious blocks. Anyway, it's still night. It should be soon day, but once it's day I'm gonna find the 2 animals and maybe set up a base here and then move on. And here we have a wild wolf in its natural habitat, so I shall approach it. That is, if I can find it again. There it is. I shall approach it and offer it some bones. Come here. Alright, now I just need to give it some armor, and we got the first advancement. Anyway, I'm gonna have it sit in a better place and then find some birds and try to get the other advancement. And I'm gonna need to heal him. And now it is time for me to try and tame a bird to get the other advancement. I think that one is too far away, but you tame them by throwing some seeds on the ground. Seems that that one would notice, so I'm gonna try to find another one. And here we have another bird. Hopefully this one will be close enough. I'm gonna try to throw the seeds onto the leaves, and it should approach me hopefully. And once it's tamed, it won't run away, and it should also like bring me gifts, kind of like how cats do in one Minecraft. But it seems that this one doesn't have any seeds. There's another one, but that one is spawned. By the way, I'm gonna continue trying. Seems that I was mistaken about the method of taming. It used to be that you would tame a bird by throwing its seeds in 0.3 if I remember correctly. However, it seems that it was changed since then, and now you right click them instead of throwing them seeds, and that bird has kind of flown away. Hopefully it won't despawn. Anyway, also you might notice that I have split the stack of seeds into parts. That's because there seems to be currently a bug where if I right click the bird with a stack of seeds, it will consume the whole stack, which I don't want. Anyway, I've already reported the bug, so it'll probably get fixed soon. But it seems that the bird won't be going down anytime soon. I'm gonna continue trying. And after a while it seems that I thought that I was about to land. Maybe it will if I wait a bit. When I started recording I thought that the bird was going to land, but it seems that it's just flying around. Anyway, the red bird seems to be too far away from the ground. However, I've just spotted a blue one, which seems to be close to the ground. I just hope it hasn't despawned. And it's way up high in the air, so I can't reach it again. And here we've got a bird which seems to be close to the ground. I'm gonna try to approach it and ran up, flew off once again. And it seems that I've managed to tame it. I think that now if I right click it, I can put it on myself. Anyway, now I'm gonna try to build a home. And also wait for the bird to give me a gift so that I can unlock the advancement. However, before I do that, there is one more thing to do, which is something that I can do over here. Since it seems I actually managed to randomly find a... gotta be careful so that I don't hurt the bird. Anyway, I managed to randomly find a suspicious gravel. I'm gonna unlock the advancement. And now that is done, I'm gonna build the house and wait for the bird to give me a gift. And here is the house that I built. It's rather simple. However, that isn't what is important right now. What is important right now is the bird and the advancement. As you can see, the bird is different because I accidentally let the first one die. Anyway, what I'm gonna do now is go into the house and wait here to maybe have the bird give me a gift. The reason why I'm going to wait is that I don't really know how the like gift giving works. So I'm just gonna wait here and see if the world maybe gives me a gift while I wait. And so with this I've unlocked the advancement. So now I'm gonna try to find the monument and get some sea pickles. So first I'm gonna prepare and then go start exploring. And now it is time to continue exploring. As you can see, while I was preparing, I've decided to build a small house for the dog. Anyway, now it's time to go. I've decided to go in this direction because I feel like I might be able to find an ocean if I go there. If I go that way. So let's go. So it has taken me a while, however I have finally found an ocean monument. So now I'm going to conquer it. As you might note, I am currently in the end game of Infdev Plus, which means that I have got access to endgame items, which is why I have decided to prepare some beacons to make this fight easier for me, so I don't have to worry about losing. So I've decided to use like 5 effects, which I'm going to set up now. And now that the effects are set up, it is time to conquer the dungeon. I've decided for regeneration, strength, and respiration to help me fight. I mean, resistance to help me fight. Respiration so that I don't have to worry about like running out of air, and also night vision so that I and you can actually see where I am. Anyway, now it's time to find the elemental boss. Here you've got the treasure room, but that's not important right now. There are some minions that are spawning. Let's see. It's not here. Maybe it is. I think this is the place. Yes, that's here. Anyway, now get the T-Buckles which I wanted, meaning that I can unlock the advancement, and I have also conquered the dungeon. Anyway, I was originally planning to leave after conquering the dungeon and go home. However, I have decided there is one more thing that I would like to do before going home, which I'm gonna do once I get the loot again. So, the last thing that I want to do is to find some underground ruins. As the name suggests, those can be found underground. So I'm gonna explore them a bit and hopefully find them. The reason why I've decided to do it is because I haven't really shown them yet in any of my episodes, and I felt like it could be interesting since I haven't really explored them in survival. So I'm gonna take a bit, maybe explore some caves and hopefully find them. And here we have what I was talking about. These are the underground ruins. As you can see, they are made of stone bricks and also have some iron bars and some clay pots inside of them. And also there's a relatively new block which is called the suspicious dirt, which can be brushed just like the other suspicious blocks. And as you can see, we got lucky and I managed to get a scroll of sharpness. Anyway, I don't really need to brush up the dirt since I've got like enough scrolls, so I'm just gonna leave it here for now, and if I ever need some, I'm just gonna come back here. Anyway, that's all I wanted to do, so now it's time for me to return home. And now that I am home, it is time for me to unlock 3 advancements. The first 2 ones involve eating food. So, firstly I need to recover some air by eating sea pickle. That is done now. And the second one involves eating all food items that are in game, even though ones that might harm me. And for that I've prepared some food items in here. So I've already eaten the sea pickle, and I've also put a oak chest to represent the apple pie in case I need to eat it, but I don't think I do. Anyway, so I'm just gonna eat all of these. I think I need to eat all of them. And to help me with that, I first need to disable some of the effects. So I don't need regeneration. Don't need resistance, and the rest I can keep up. And now it's time to start eating. I'm going to use this withering rose so that it would damage me and start eating the food. I've prepared all the food since I don't really know which I haven't eaten yet. And with that, I have managed to unlock all the balanced diet advancement. So now I'm going to reactivate the beacons that I've deactivated and move on to the last advancement that I want to unlock in this episode. So I have done all of the preparations that I want to do. So now it's time to unlock the final advancement that I want to unlock in this episode, which is Series Dedication. For that I've decided that I'm going to make a big wheat field, which I'm going to do in this area. You might remember that I've done this area, well, I have this area for this, it's more of a joke. You got, for example, this tower which I just use like to waste cobblestone and such things, so I've decided that it should be a good space for it. So first I'm going to place down some water so that for the farmland. After that I will place some fences around the place where the farmland will be, even despite the fact that the farmland trampling mechanic was removed, if I remember correctly. Although, now that I think about it, I'm not actually sure if mobs in this mod still trample the farmland. Anyway, as you can see, I've added the fences and also some light. So now I'm going to turn all of the grass here into farmland so that I unlock the advancement. And with that, I've unlocked the advancement. So now I'm just going to finish turning the rest of the area into farmland with the other hole that I've made, and then I'm just gonna place down the wheat. So I have finished planting down all the wheat, meaning that now it's time to move on to the other stuff, since I've unlocked all the advancements that I wanted to unlock, meaning that there are now only 2 advancements that are like for me to unlock. However, I'm going to do them another time. So first thing that I'm going to do is move this portal over here. As you can see, I've also added a sign to say when it was added, in which version, and when was the version released. The reason why I can do this, the reason why I can place the portal so far away from the base is because over at my base I have got a portal block which I've managed to place thanks to the command blocks that I have obtained in the past. It's kind of cheaty, but oh well, I've managed to obtain it, so I think it's fair. Besides this, my single player world SOD and this series is about experiencing the Infdev, so I'm gonna keep it. Anyway, now we're gonna work on this path, finish this part of the path over here, and also finish it to the entrance of this part of the house. So I'm gonna grab the materials and start building. And now this path is finished. As you can see, you can use it to walk over here. I've also extended this path, this part of the path a bit. Anyway, I might expand this path over in that direction, that I'm thinking of building a tower over there, and also do something about this area, or that is something for the future. Right now I'm going to move on to the next part of the build, but well, on the next thing that I want to do, and for that I will need to first gather the dirt in this area, which is sort of outlined by this pad here. So I'm gonna start digging. Now that that is done, I'm going to place some moss and permafrost in here. Permafrost will later turn into fossil, just like earth turns to grass. So, as you can see, I have finished placing all of the blocks, and also almost all of the permafrost has been replaced by the fossil. While that was happening, I have gathered some blocks and some leaves, because I plan to build some trees that are sort of custom shaped. I've already decided to design, sort of. So first I'm going to start by placing the logs. I think 6 blocks should be enough with a lantern on top. I don't think it will be visible once I'm finished. Then some leaves, like so. then it gets thinner at the top and ends up one block thin. After that I end up add some leaf files for decoration. And this is the sort of tree that I decided to go for here. So I'm gonna plant some more and then some plants. I mean, put some other plants here. And so I have built 4 of those trees, as you can see. Originally I was planning to build more, but I felt like it would be too much. So instead of building more of these larger trees, I'll build like the smaller trees, and maybe one here, or 3 blocks should be enough. Just like so, and add some details using the file leaves in leaf files. So, sort of like this. I'll add just a few more. And another thing that I've decided to do is use acacia leaves to add a bit of detail. I think this should look good. Although, I'll try it out and see what I think about it. Seemed to be a good idea in my testing world, but now that I look at it, I'm not so sure about it. And so I've also added the other trees. As you can see, I've added a bit more shape to them too. And also, you can see I decided not to add the acacia leaves since it just didn't look any good. And instead I decided to change up the shape so that they aren't so uniform. As you can see, I've added some leaf and also removed some leaves. And now I'm going to place in some grass here, some crusted grass using the bone meal, and also some tall lush grass, berry bush, and also try to somehow replace the torches with a different light source that doesn't set out so much. And with that, the area is finished, as you can see. So for the lights, I decided to use the old trick of putting glowstone under leaves, and I've also put it with a leaf pile so it's less visible. I've also added some petunias, so I think the violet color that they have fits here well. And I didn't think the other, well, I didn't want the other color was here. Anyway, I think it turned out quite well. If we take a look from the above, I don't think it like blocks the view too much. Although it's not like there's that much to see. Anyway, I think I might also do something similar to these other sections which are outlined by this path. So, for example, here I've got like the permafrost, so here I could replace the regular dirt with lush grass and some custom jungle trees or something. Here I could have dry grass with some custom acacia trees or something. Here would be mycelium with some mushrooms, and here would be just the regular grass but with some custom trees. I don't really have any plans yet or ideas for how I'm gonna do it, so I'm gonna leave it to the future. And now I'm gonna do something else, which is work on a storage area for the pumpkin farm. work on a better storage area for the pumpkin farm. The storage is located over here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is clear up some area so that I have a better idea of how big the storage will be. So, as you can see, I have finished digging out the area. You might notice that we are kind of close to the ground, since you can see the surface through the gaps in the ceiling, which I'm gonna need to fix once I'm finished building this. Anyway, for the block palette, for this build I decided to use a mix of dark brown and orange. So I'm going to start by placing some wood going down the middle with a combination of pine logs and ancient oak planks. So I've placed down all of the wood that I wanted to place, plus I've placed some orange glass that will serve as a divider between the storage and the collection area. I've also placed down the chests, which I will use for storage. This might be a bit excessive, but I think it's cool that way. Anyway, as you can see, I've left 3 block gaps between the chests. That's because I want to have sort of pillars in between them, like this, with glowstone in the middle or lightning. I think this should look good. So I've placed down the wood and the glowstone, as you can see. I've also added some stairs and slabs made out of the ancient oak wood. And the other changes I decided to do is get rid of some of the chests, since I felt that they didn't fit here, and also get rid of the top chests in this area, since this part is sort of water collection, water flows in this sort of area, so I don't think the chests should be here. I might add them later, but for now I don't think I'll have like 2 double chests there. Anyway, now I'm gonna start adding some orange clay. I think it should look good with this. And also I decided to use yellow clay. Anyway, I think I'll add it like this with yellow clay in between, and I'll also add some maybe stairs or slabs in the chests. Body up the chest later. Anyway, so as you can see, I have placed down the clay. I've also decided to place some fences as pillars. I think they look good like this. And what you might not see is that I've also decided to add some glowstone behind the chest for more light. Anyway, with this part of the storage system is finished, so I just need to work on the back section. So what I think I'm gonna do is just basically just do the same thing as over here, but just with lower ceiling. So once again, I have orange clay right here. It's like it's placed over here, and which means that we'll have like water going over the clay, and for here and for the back wall, I'm probably gonna do orange clay on the back wall in the middle and wood over here. Anyway, I have decided to go ahead and finish this project, since there wasn't that much to do anymore. As you can see, I've re-added the water back I've also added the clay, as I've said, the back wall and also front wall. Also, you can see that you can really see the water behind the colored grass, and also that I've added like the slabs so that the water flows better. Anyway, now that that is done, I'm going to reactivate the farm again and also fix some of the stuff that I've broken, and then move on to move on. And that will be it for this episode. I think I've done enough. I have explored a bit, got some advancements. I also built some things, and I don't really feel like starting anything new. So as the last thing that I'm gonna do in this episode is I'm just gonna mark the things that I've done of the board. I made a relatively big wheat farm, big enough to finally break the MS code that I had, and I've also upgraded the pumpkin storage. Anyway, I don't know when the next episode will be, or what will I do in the next episode. So kind of think about it and release a new episode whenever it's done. Anyway, that will be it for now.